Yo, yo, yo! What's good, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome, everybody. Back at it. Another Pokemon ROM hacking live stream. Let's make sure everything's going good so far. Let me see. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? Making sure you guys are all here. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to do some Pokemon live streaming. Doing some of the ROM hacking for my awesome challenge ROM hack. Hello, hello, everyone. Alright, I think everything's working on my end so far. So if you guys are, any of you watching the stream right now, feel free to let me know and that everything is working. Alright, I think everything's set up correctly. We're going to be working on the ground club of my challenge ROM hack. So my challenge ROM hack has a club for every type in the game. And this is the ground one. Welcome Daniel to the stream. Welcome Sanchez. Welcome Brooke. Hello everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Again, we're live on YouTube and TikTok. So if you're on either platform, feel free to say hello. Hello Endless Default. Hello, hello. Yeah, we're doing some Pokemon ROM hacking here. So if you guys want to see the development process of my Pokemon Challenge ROM hack, this is the place. Let me double check everything's working here. Sorry, give me just a second. Let's make sure this is loaded up. Alright, I think we're good. Alright. Hello, Chris. Hello, user. Hello, Dennis. Hello, Lakeman. Hello, Ethan. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Gaming with Itchy on the YouTube stream. Thanks for joining, everybody. We've got a lot of people hopping in here on TikTok. So, yeah, we're going back at it with some more Pokemon ROM hacking live. Hello, Noodles. Thanks for joining. Hello, R-Masters. Here, we're going to start off with the working on the ground club here. And I'm going to do some really cool scripting in this live stream. Basically, I'm going to make kind of like a little puzzle that the player's going to have to go through here in a cave. So that's what we're going to be working on today. I mostly just finished up the Steel Club, which is right here. As you can see, it looks really cool. I'm not 100% done with it yet, but it is almost done. But this next part for the ground club is going to be fun. This is what we're going to be working on today. And since it's all ground type, I'm going to have like a little puzzle with like some Digletts and stuff, and that's what I plan on doing. So you're going to see me kind of try and implement that here. Hello, Robert. Hello, Joseph. We've got a lot of people hopping in. Hello, Classy. Hello, Commander Rohit. Thanks for joining. Hello, Jaxus. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. There is no download yet for the ROM hack. So you're going to have to wait on that until I can make some kind of downloadable version. Hello, Chilling Puppy. Hello, Gabe. Thanks for joining, everybody. Welcome, Kikis. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are all doing great. Got a lot of people hopping in. I'm just making sure I got this all set up. Hello, Average Hammer. Hello, Nick. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's time to get some ROM hacking done. I'm really excited for this. Really excited to get more done. So, yeah, if you're just hopping in, I'm going to be working on the ground club as the next area of the game. The first thing we're going to have to do is implement some sprites for these Digletts, because I'm going to make a really cool Diglett puzzle where your player's going to run through this cave here, and there's going to be a bunch of Digletts and stuff that pop up. So I'm really, really excited to do something a little more complex on the live stream for you guys to see here. And, yeah, it's going to be really cool. We're going to have some trainers and stuff we can make and add. This is going to be a lot we still have to do for this challenge ROM hack, because if you guys don't know, my ROM hack features all these clubs, which are kind of like the gyms in the Pokemon games. And there's a club for every single type in Pokemon, so that's what's going to be going down today. Hello, Jaden. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Coldy. Hello, Carlos. Thanks for joining, everybody. We've got a lot of people coming in on TikTok, so feel free to say hello if you're just tuning in, and let me know if the audio is working fine. Got some of the Pokemon Colosseum and XD soundtrack going on in the background. I hope that's working on the TikTok side. I was having some issues with my audio on TikTok for some reason. Hello, Mr. Shiny. Hello, Cater. Well, you guys can see the settings on the screen. That's okay. I don't worry about that. Thanks for joining, everybody. Hello, Manic. Hello, Jacob. A lot of people hopping in. Hello, Diddy Bop. Straw Hat Rocket. So, I'll go ahead and hop in the game really quick, and I'll kind of show you what we're working on. Yeah, obviously it's a little glitchy right here. You can see my player runs through here. We're going to have to fix those tiles in a little bit. But this is going to be where the ground club is, and you can walk in and fall in this little hole here. I thought that was kind of cool just to kind of integrate, you know, the ground typing and the theme, you know, falling through this little hole here going underground. I think it's going to be kind of cool doing that. Give me 1 second, guys. I have to double check. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. I'm just making sure all my settings are all good. Yeah, if there's any issues or anything, please let me know with the live stream. Let me know if the audio is working good and everything. So that we can go ahead and continue the ROM hacking process here. Hello, Soda. Hello, Real King Boo. Alright. Let's get started, guys. Hello, Potato. So, first thing we're going to do is we need to add some sprites. So, I am going to do that first because I'm going to do a really cool Diglett puzzle, like I said. So, let's go ahead and go, let's see. We have to go to Graphics, Overworld, Sprites. And what I've been doing, when I've been adding Pokemon sprites in the game, I've just been taking the ones that are already in the Radical Red game. And I've just been deleting all the legendary sprites because there's not going to be too many legendaries in my game, if any at all. So I'm going ahead and I'm just going to delete all of those sprites. So let me find one that I'm going to delete here. Yeah, like this Galarian Zapdos here. I'm going to get rid of this, so we don't want that. How many types have I done? I'm working on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm on the 8th right now. I think the ground club is going to be my 8th type. So we're already almost halfway there. What is there, 17 or 18 types in Pokemon? I don't even remember. So yeah, the game's coming along very well so far. So I'm really excited to get this done. So like I said, the first thing we're going to do is some sprite editing. And I want to add Diglett in the game because Diglett is Diglett's going to be a part of this little puzzle that I'm working on, so we're going to go ahead and do that first. Let's just go ahead and destroy this little Glameow sprite. Give me 1 second to get that on the screen. I do a lot of my sprite editing just in Microsoft Paint, just because it's already on my computer and it's really easy to use. So that may be a little bit of a shocker to some people, but I mean, as far as pixel editing for low resolution sprites like this, it works great, I think. So, yeah. Thank you, Renell Absol, for the compliment on the shorts. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love the Pokemon XD music as well. That's why I got that run in the background. The soundtrack from Pokemon XD is absolutely amazing. So, yeah. So to get these sprites inserted, I have downloaded a resource pack somebody made with tons of sprites for Overworld sprites. I'm talking about Overworld sprites for all the Pokemon up to like Gen 8, I think. And let me double check if I could find that. What am I looking for? This, nope. Where is it? Where is it? Ah, here we go. And I'm gonna find Diglett. So let's go ahead and grab the Diglett sprite. Now, the only problem with these sprites from the sprite resource I found is that they're like double the resolution of what they need to be, so I have to like kind of do some downscaling and stuff. A little bit of an annoying task, but it eventually works. And I think I might add a Alolan Diglett too. So, yeah, you see we got these Diglett sprites here. and we're going to be copying and pasting these into my game. But whoever who uploaded this sprite resource, they made these all double scaled, so I have to like downscale each of these individually. Kind of annoying, but it's not a big deal. So as you can see, that's what I'm doing right now. And then I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to copy it just over here in Microsoft Paint, and this is what we're going to be working with here. So yeah, so now you can see we got this little Diglett sprite. I actually think, I don't know if that's centered or not. We might be off by a pixel. I think that might be centered more. Yeah, that looks good. So we'll go ahead and save that. Save as a PNG. And I need to save it to this folder. We'll call it Diglett number 1. Okay. Hello everyone. Hello, ROM hacking. Oh, Jaden, if you're not familiar with Pokemon ROM hacking, it's basically editing our own Pokemon game. We're making our own Pokemon game based on Pokemon Fire Red, or in this case, Pokemon Radical Red, which is a ROM hack already made. Hello, Park Firm. Thanks for joining the live stream. How long is the ROM hack going to take? I have no idea, Commander. Could be a year, could be 2 years, could be 3 years, who knows. I'm planning to have a downloadable version of the game at some point by the end of the year. So somewhat of some kind of complete beta or something, I'm hoping. It all just depends on how much I can get done and how much you guys are enjoying it and support the channel and everything, because, you know, I do have a full-time job and another life outside of just YouTube, so, you know, it takes a lot of time to ROM hack, and I think people have no idea, you know, is you know, easier as it has gotten to ROM hack compared to the past, it still takes a very long time, and that's just anything with game development in general, is it takes a very long time, especially when you're doing it for free, because you are not allowed to distribute, you know, property, you know, intellectual property for a price, you know. Your ROM hacks have to be, you know, given out for free, so, you know, it takes a long time to make these, and I think a lot of people don't understand that. So, you know, you get hundreds of comments of people asking for the download links and stuff, and, you know, they just got to be patient, you know. You like the song from your edits? Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, let's go ahead and save this one as the second Diglett image where he's facing left. And then we just need to do the one where he's facing up. So go back to here, the sprite resource. I don't even remember where I found this resource, by the way. I think I found it on Reddit somewhere, like a long time ago, so I honestly don't know. But these are not my sprites. I am borrowing them and trying to scale them properly into here. So this needs to pretty much line up with that. Whoops. But yeah, like I said, just using Microsoft Paint here just because I find it to be the easiest. For pixel editing, I don't really got to download anything, and it's been working fine so far, so yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and save this. And this will be the third Diglett image, and now we can pretty much paste them into the game. And then I think I'm going to add a lowland Diglett too. So, yeah, make the legendary Pokemon dig. I don't know what you mean by that. Anyways, like I said, we're going to get rid of this Galarian Zapdos here because I'm not planning on using that in my game, so let's grab this first Diglett image, and we're going to hit the greedy button here, which will destroy the palette and basically make a new palette to match Diglett's colors better. So that's how we're going to do that. Let's get that one. And then let's import the one facing left. And then facing down again. Where's that? So, you know, just a little bit of a repetitive process here for getting the sprites inserted, but it's well worth it. It makes the game really good when you got some cool custom overworld sprites. You know, I love seeing the different Pokemon overworld sprites in the games. I think it's a really cool look, so. Go ahead and get these bad boys in. We're almost done here. And then I'm going to edit these a little bit with the Hex Maniac Advance's built-in image editor, just to kind of make the Diglett look like it's going to be moving and not just standing in place. And I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second here. So if we go to here and edit this one, I want to make it where he looks like he's kind of like bouncing up and down. So I'm going to drag this up. We'll drag his little nose up too, or mouth or whatever. And then let's get this pencil tool. Fill that in and that right here. So now, when he's sitting there idling, he's going to be kind of bouncing up and down. And that makes the game, you know, feel a little bit more alive. When you got your little sprites in the game hopping up and down like that, I think it's going to be really cool. So, there's that. And then we're going to do the same thing with his back sprite. So let's, you know, drag that up. Whoops. That was the wrong thing. Drag that up by one. Go back to the pencil tool. And then again, if he's facing upwards, the Diglett's going to be bouncing there in place. And then we just got to do the same thing with this final sprite. Which, this one's a little trickier because his nose is a weird shape. So, yeah. Hello, Matthew. Thanks for joining the stream. If you guys are on the TikTok live stream, we see we got the ambitious follower goal of 20,000. We're almost there. We're only a little over 100 away from that, so that's really cool. Really cool that you guys are, whoops. I'm really glad you guys are enjoying the TikToks over there. So let's get this little mouth moved up. Perfect. Go back to the pencil tool and fill this in. Let's see, that maybe, or that. Yeah, that looks good. There we go. Now the little guy's going to be bouncing in place. So let's, of course, hop into the game. Hop into the map editor really quick and insert one of these. Which is really easy with the NPC template up here. And it's still going to be a Zapdos for a second, but as soon as I drag it here, you're going to see it's a little Diglett now. So let's make it walk slowly in place down. And now we can hop into the game and make sure it looks good. Always fun to see stuff hopping into the game once you get that figured out. Oh yeah, we still got to fix this here. We can do that in just a second. My character shouldn't be walking through like that. So we're going to fall down this little hole into the ground club. And there we go. Yeah, bounce. Cater's right. Yeah, look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. Diglett. It's so cool. That's a really good looking sprite. What do you guys think? See how easy that was? That only took a couple minutes to insert. So, and no matter what direction we face in, it looks like it's working out just fine. So, that's awesome. Really glad to see that. So should we go ahead and add a Alolan Diglett? What do you guys think? Or do you want to just stick with the OG Diglett? Let me know. Let me know. Let's add a little crying sound effects. When you talk to it, it's gonna make its cry happen. Diglett. We're gonna put a cry command here and a wait cry. So what this is up here is basically when we talk to the Diglett, it's gonna it's gonna play its little noise, and then it's just gonna say Diglett and then wait cry. So the script doesn't end until the you hear the whole sound. So that's what we're doing right now. So I got the audio for the game pretty low, but it should all work out just fine. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that because I have the soundtrack in the background, but yeah, the Diglett noise is working. So yeah, awesome, working out just fine. So like I said, I want to do some kind of little puzzle. I think I'm gonna start here on the right. Since this is a ground club and it's all underground, I think I want the theme of this club to be like everything is like underground. So this is going to be the first place where you land, and you're going to have a few different choices as to where you can go. And it's going to be kind of like a little bit of a maze. You see, I obviously didn't do much of the map yet, so we're going to be doing some of that during the live stream here. But you're going to have a couple different paths as to where you can go. And then this warp up here, which you cannot go into yet, which is broken. But that's going to take you back up out of the club. So you got a little way to get out of there really quick, so... Yeah, so for some reason this ladder was a non-passable wall. So let's make sure that is going to work now. Awesome. Works good now. And we got to do the same thing for this ladder. Okay. Cool. Not hard to do at all. I just like to use cross layers. The normal movement permissions in most of the Pokemon ROMs are you have this elevation 3, and elevation is basically just like when you go up mountains and stuff. You know, the elevation can change, so you don't walk from one elevation to another elevation. But pretty much 3 is used everywhere in the regular games. And then cross layers is just 0, which means no matter what elevation you're on, you can always walk on that tile. And that's used more commonly in a lot of different warps. So just in case, no matter what elevation you're on, you're always going to be able to access that warp and get to where you need to go. So that's what we're doing. So yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. We got a few people here on TikTok and YouTube. So if you're on either live stream, let me know you're here and say hello. And yeah, let me know how you're doing today, and if you're enjoying the ROM hacking live stream so far. Once again, I don't really have a good schedule yet for my live stream. I still plan on getting some kind of schedule at some point, but I just don't have that yet. So yeah, it would be great to do them on the same days every week. That way, you guys can know when to expect the live streams. You know what I mean? It's going to be a lot easier that way, so, yeah. I think somebody followed on TikTok, but I didn't see who it was. I think I missed that. That's alright. But, yeah. So the next thing I think I want to do is pretty much start the puzzle that I've been wanting to do. And the way this puzzle is going to work is it's going to be kind of like some kind of like whack-a-mole thing, where you're going to be walking on these little tiles in the path here. And then if you walk on certain ones, it's going to basically, these Digletts are just going to straight up block you. And you're going to have to figure out the correct way to get through the tunnel. It's going to be kind of like a little bit of a maze. It's going to be somewhat of a complicated process. Let's make a backup here before we do that. It's going to be a little bit of a complicated scripting, which is why I really wanted to focus on that this live stream. Because a lot of you guys have been wanting me to do more in-depth tutorials and that kind of stuff when it comes to scripting, and I think this is a great way to do that. So that's what we're going to be doing here. So I think we're ready to start with it. Yeah, so the first thing I want to mention too is, I don't know if everybody knows this yet or if I mentioned it in another video or live stream. But when you're hacking Pokemon Radical Red, or when you're, so first of all, when you're ROM hacking in general, every NPC and sprite is going to have this ID number, which if you can barely see on the top left corner, it's going to be really small, but they have these ID numbers, and basically ID numbers is when you're scripting, you can tell the certain sprite to do certain something when your script is activating. But when you're hacking Radical Red, the ID number 4 never works, so you always have to make some kind of like, invisible NPC that has ID number 4 assigned to it. That way, nothing else will be affected with your scripting. And the reason is because Pokemon Radical Red has like following Pokemon in the game, and I believe that following Pokemon gets associated with ID number 4. So you want to make sure you're not using that. But anyways, let's go ahead and start the script here. So the first thing we're going to do is get some scripting tiles down. And what I want to do is basically when you walk up to here, you're going to notice that basically these Digletts are going to kind of pop up and form a wall, but you're not going to know the Digletts are even there. So it's going to be like, it's going to be really, really interesting, this whole entire process. I honestly, I kind of have it mapped out in my head how I'm going to do this whole thing. But it's going to be pretty tough though. But basically, you're going to walk up to the script and you're going to try and get through, and then a Diglett's going to pop up here and block the player from doing it, so you're going to have to try a different path. And that's the whole idea here. So it's going to be a lot of scripting. So let's start off with this here. We can get rid of this image editor. Alright, so this very first thing, we have trigger number 4090. And what you gotta do is when you have these tile scripts, the first command you have to do is the set var command. And set that variable to 1. And if you don't, it's usually gonna crash the game because the script of the tile that you're on is always gonna be activating 100% over and over. As long as you're standing on that tile. So if you stay on it and you don't have the set var to 1, it will freeze the game. So that's the first thing we're going to do. And then the next thing is I'm going to have... actually, let's do none template. I'm going to copy this Diglett a ton of times. And that way... give me 1 second. Actually, let's get rid of that one really quick. There we go, just use the template. So yeah, I'm just copying the script from that one Diglett to these other Diglets, and I'm going to have a bunch of invisible Diglets basically lined up here, and then I'm going to script them to kind of move in front of here and block your way. So that's kind of the idea here. Alright. Gaming with Itchy, I just saw your comment that you said you were able to change the Radical Red music with a modded version of Sappy. That's really interesting. I've tried using Sappy on here and I couldn't really get it to work well. But that's good to hear. I would actually I'm curious to know how that'll work too, because I want to add some custom music in my game, but it was pretty difficult to do with Radical Red here. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, so we got these guys lined up. We're going to need a lot of these Diglets, I think. Alright, so let's just add, what is that, like 10 or something, or 7 here. Let's just get 8 to get an even number. Alright. Alright, walk slowly and place down. Okay, so we're going to do all the movement permissions on these guys to make them look like they're moving. Actually, maybe I should make them walk slowly and place left, so when you activate the script, they'll be facing you on the left there. Place left. Walk slowly and place left. A lot of them here. We got a lot of these Diglets here. Slowly in place left. And once again, if you are just joining and just watching, when I use this walk slowly in place movement for this NPC, the little Diglett's just going to be bouncing there. So it's not just going to be frozen on the screen. It's going to be kind of moving. So it's going to have a little bit of an animation to it. So it's going to look really cool. Alright, so we got Diglett. What is this? ID number is 9. Okay. So we got 8 Diglets here. And I believe if I hop in the game, you shouldn't be able to see these. So let's go ahead and fix that really quick and see. Oh yeah, you can see them there. So I'm going to have to... Let's see. I think if I use an elevation, they'll be hidden. I think. Oh, this can't be covered. I see it is. Okay. Okay, so now the Diglets are hidden. So that's good. And then these scripts should work. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is... when the script activates, we're going to have it move sprite number 1 to these coordinates, which are 6216. You guys can't see that, but that is on the right of my screen in Hex Maniac Advance there. You can see the X and Y coordinates on the grid there. So, yeah. Alright, give me 1 second here. Just checking something. Alright. Okay. So we're going to move the sprite there. And then I wonder if I want to do some kind of animation or something. So that way it doesn't just appear there. Let's see. I move the sprite there. Maybe if I do an apply movement to 1, and maybe I make it like jump in place or something. Jump in place left. Let's see what that looks like. That might be really cool. Okay, so the Diglett does come out of the ground. Obviously, Diglett's not supposed to come out of the ground. So I don't know if I want that. Let's see. How can I make him appear out of the ground? Jump. Oh, maybe we can make him kind of like do a little spinning animation. So let's see how that would look kind of cool, actually. So like face right, face up, face right, face down, and face left. What is that going to look like? Then it looks like it's kind of like spinning out of the ground like a corkscrew. Well, that's a little fast there, so we have to make it a little bit slower, I believe. Let's see how that looks now. Load up my save state here. Oh, that's not what I want. Why did it do that? Why did it move? That is not what we want. Face up slow. Huh, that's weird. Why did it do that? Face right slow. Face down slow. And face left slow. I don't know why it was moving. I don't think it should be doing that. Unless this, Huh. Yeah, it's moving. I don't know why it's moving. It should just be facing. Maybe let's do a, walk in place fastest command. Walk in place fastest. Up, right, down, and left. And then when it uses that command, it should kind of bounce around a little bit because it's moving. Let's see. Alright, let's double check that. That is a really fast animation. I might just want to make it fast and not fastest. Alright, let's try that. And you guys still watching here in the chat? I don't know. Kind of like the jumping in place. Jump. But obviously it looks weird with seeing the Diglett come out of the ground. You know, because Diglett's not supposed to come out of the ground. You know what I mean? That looks a little weird, doesn't it? I like the little animation though, because when it jumps, it does that little like dust effect under it. And that's something I would love to keep, but I don't think I can do that without that. I think you have to use the jump command for that. Disable landing ground. Slide up. Enable jump landing ground effect. I don't think that's what that does, but we can try it. I don't know. Hello, Bill. Thanks for joining the stream. Let's go ahead and try that. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Let's try the release all, because I think I want that diglet to be moving. Yeah, that'll make it moving, okay. Okay. Let's get rid of that really quick. That's weird. Why did it just pop up there? Not do the effect. Well, let's just keep the jumping animation then for now. Jump in place. Jump in place, right, left. Huh. What does that do? Does that make it move in midair? I want to see that. I never tried out some of these movements. Why is it just appearing there? Probably need a delay command. Oh, I know why. Weight movement. 1. If I don't use weight movement, it's going to use the release all command right away. And it's going to take away its movement. Yeah. But that looks odd, though, with him jumping out of the ground like that. What do you guys think? A little weird, right? So maybe I can use a different Pokemon. And I have an idea. You know, Indiglet's Cave is already kind of a thing in the Kento games. So it might be smart to do a whole new Pokemon. Hydreigon here, that's pretty cool. Yeah, like I said earlier, I'm basically replacing all these legendary sprites because I don't really plan on having any of them in the game. At least not early on. Sandaconda would look cool. Let's try that. Let's see, we took away, what, the Palkia sprite? I think this actually might be cooler with Sandaconda. I do kind of like that. That Sandaconda sprite looks really good. Apply movement. Oh, shit. Jump in place left. Yeah, I think that's all I want. And then maybe we needed some kind of sound effect too. Yeah, I like that. Let's try and edit that really quick. Okay, cool. I really like the look of that sprite. I think I'm going to stick with that instead of these Digletts. Now the trickiest part of this whole scripting is basically when the player walks away, I want to make the Pokemon disappear. So we're going to have a lot of different tile sprites that are going to have to make that work. So I have an idea in my head of how that's going to work, but it is going to be tough. But basically, we need to do a new trigger, 4091, set var 4091 to 1, set var 4090 back to 0, and then apply movement number 1, and we're going to have it jump again, facing left in place. And then it's going to be set invisible. And then wait movement 1. Move sprite back to its original spot, which is 6212. 6212. Sprite number 1. So now when we walk away, the Sandaconda should disappear. That did not work the way I thought it would. Okay. We need to fix that, that means. Set var 4090. Oh, whoops. 4091 to 1. And this is var 4091 to 1. And set this to 0. I see what's happening. It's gonna trigger. Isn't there like a check var command or something? If command. Yeah, we're gonna have to check a variable. If compare go to. If. I see. If compare go to. So we're gonna have to use this special command here. And that's basically gonna check if the certain var is set to 1. So variable 1 condition should be equal to 1. It's gonna go to another section of the script. I think that's how this works. That does not work. If compare 4090 to 1, then go to section 1. Oops. Section 1. Make a new area. Then it's going to play this command. Okay, does that fix this? I have to double check. Compare 4091. I don't think I'm using that correctly. This script's gonna be a lot harder than I thought it would be. I don't know if I'm using the right command for this. If call 1. Yeah, if it equals 1, go to section 1. Is that what I want? If 4090 equals 1, which means the Sandaconda is already there, then go to this section. And this section is going to make it basically disappear. And this move sprite needs to be under this. Let's try that. I don't know if that'll work. That freezes the game. I don't know why. Why does that freeze the game is the question. Oh, shoot. Did I do the wrong script? Uh-oh, wait a minute. Huh. I think I'm going to have to delete these scripts and redo them. I think I really messed them up. Okay, so this script is 4090, or this variable. I gotta think here for a second. Set var 4090 to 1. I have an idea. Set var 4091 to 2. And then we're going to move ID number 1 to 6216. Move sprite. 6216, is that what I said? Right. So it's going to move the sprite here, and then it is going to apply the animation. Apply movement to 1. Jump in place left. Wait movement. 1. I think that's it. Let's double check that. Okay, so that's gonna do that. Perfect. And then this 4091 is gonna have index number 2. So if it's set to 2, it's gonna set var 4091 back to 0 and set var 4090 to 0. And it's gonna apply movement to NPC 1, where it's gonna jump in place left, and then it's gonna go invisible like it's going underground. And then I'm going to move that sprite to where it is initially being stored, which is right here at 6313 for the coordinates. Ooh, did I spell move sprite wrong? Yeah, I did. Move sprite there. Okay. Let's see what that does now. Okay, so it disappeared. Oh. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I know why. Alright, give me 1 sec. We need to wait movement. Of course, almost forgot that. And then it's going to move the sprite, and it's going to have to release all, which means it will go back to its... it's not going to be invisible anymore, basically. but that's still invisible. I don't know why it freezes the game like that, too. It looks like it works good the first time. Walk here. Okay, cool. We're blocked in. And you walk here and it disappears. Perfect. And then that can't be triggered again, but if I want to do this again, it does that. So why is it invisible is the question. Maybe I should set invisible. Make it set visible again. Let's see if that works. That might work. That might not. Let's see. So why is it doing that? Maybe I should make this set visible here too. And let's see if that fixes that. It didn't work. Nice. Thanks, Gojo. Thanks for the support. Of course it's not working. It never works first try. Ah, I think I got it to work. Oh, how cool is that? Haha, I got it to work, Gojo. Look at me! Whoo! Just messing around. It's fine. You're really encouraging me there. I want to have the dig sound effect. Do they have that? So that way when it jumps up, it makes the dig sound effect. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, that does work. Haha. And let's make it when it jumps back underground. It's going to make the sound too. One step closer to finishing the ROM hack. Yeah. Of course, everything is one step closer. That's kind of cool. What do you guys think? So now we're going to have to add a couple more of these. Okay, so... So I also want to make it when you go down, the same thing's going to happen. So we need to do a new trigger, 4092, and a new script. And I want this new script to kind of copy the other one. But this is going to have to be 4092. And the sprite is going to have to be 1 Y coordinate down, which is 6217. And that might fix it. Let's see. And then I'm going to put an identical script here. 4091 with index number 2. Hello, Prince Prominence Andre. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Alright, so it pops up, disappears. But it only does it once for some reason. And I know exactly why. Because this cannot be the same script as this. So we're going to have to copy this. Going to have to go here and delete this script and do a new one. And this one, this is going to have to be a whole new... Shoot, which one is that? This is going to have to be a new trigger. 4093. So set var 4093 to 1. This shouldn't be here. Actually, no. This has to be 0. $40.92. Set var 4092 back to 0. Okay. I think that's all that we need to do. Almost. So this one works. But this one... needs to set 4092 back to 0 and 4093 to 1 or 0. I mean 0 0. Yeah, why isn't that working the way it should? So far the ROM hack is going to be called Craditopia, just inspired by Cradily. As for now, I don't know if I'll change it in the future, but that's just what it is for now. But I think I'm going to stick with that. Okay, I need to double check this script. Release all. Don't know why that's not there. That Sandaconda is frozen in place, and that release all command is going to let it kind of bounce there. And then this command, when I walk over this tile, the Sandaconda should go back underground. But it's not. So... okay, so we're actually going to have to edit this script, and I'm going to have to use Sandaconda number 2. So that way we have the second one. Okay, almost. Jump in place left. Move sprite 2. Okay. So now we got 2 different Sandacondas here. Perfect. And then when you walk left here, that other Sandaconda should go away. So apply movement 2. Apply movement 2 and move sprite 2. And that. Actually, I don't know if we need that. Let's try this. Oh, I know why. I know exactly why it's not working. So this is trigger 4093, and this var 4093 needs to be set to 2. Okay, that should allow that to work. Okay, cool. Awesome. This is exactly what I want to work. The only thing I'm going to change is like when you walk off this tile, that Sandaconda is going to disappear. So we have to do a lot of copying and pasting to make these next few ones work in a similar way. So we're going to copy this script, and it's going to go down here. So this is trigger 4094. So we have to set 4094 to 1. And then we're going to have to make a new var, which will be this one, 4095. Set 4095 to 2. And then this is 4095 with index number 2. Then we're just going to copy this basically. And put that here. With 4095 being set to 0. And then 4094 also set to 0. And then we're going to change the apply movements to 3 for all of these. And then this script is going to work with sprite number 3, so it's different from the other ones. And if I did everything correctly, this should work. And it did not work. So we need to double check that this right here, 4094, set var, move sprite to 6218. 6218. Apply movement to sprite number 3. Set visible. Jump in place left. So where's sprite number 3? Up here. So that's probably why. It's probably way too high up there. Aha. Okay, cool. This is working. Awesome. Okay. Let's make a backup here. Sandaconda script. First 3 tiles. Okay. Now we need the next thing. This will be 4096. Let's go ahead and copy this script. 4096. Set var 4096 to 1. And then we're going to need another trigger here, which will probably be 4097 exactly. 4097 set to 2. And then this is going to deal with sprite number 5, because as I said earlier, sprite number 4 will not work. So sprite number 5, where is that? I'm going to have this one down here, because it's not going to be able to load from that high up. What are the starters for your ROM? So far it's Apom and Mastiff. I don't know if I'm going to be changing that in the future, but every battle is a double battle in my game, so you will have 2 starters at least. And I don't know if I'm going to give you the option to change that or not. I don't think I am. I think I like those 2 Pokemon. I think they work well together. And they're strong, but they're not the strongest Pokemon, so I think they're going to be pretty well balanced. But that's what it is for now, is Apom and Mastiff. Obviously, everything is going to be subject to change before the game comes out. So, you know. Okay, 6220. Oops, it's 6220. Okay. Now, we're going to copy this script. Have it apply here to this new one. Except we're going to change this to number 5. Number 5, number 5. And that's 6222 coordinates. And now, so this is trigger 4096. Set var 4097 to 2. This is 4097 set to 2. 4097 set to 0, and then 4096 set to 0. And that should work. Should work. Let's try it. Nope. And I know why. Because this trigger needs to be 2. Index number 2, that's why. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. So then you're going to see, the player's going to be able to see how this is the path we have to take. Perfect. Okay. Now, here comes the interesting part, is I'm going to copy these tiles. So this script will be copied here. 4091 with trigger 2. So that is now identical to that, and then I'm going to drag it on top of here. And actually, before I do that, let's make copies of all of them, and I'll explain why in just a second. $40.95 to trigger number 2. And then let's copy this. 4097 is the trigger. Trigger number 2. So this way, if you walk up, it's gonna activate as well. Or if you walk down or up from where you're standing. And this one needs to be copied again, actually, because you can walk up or down from it. 4093, number 2, and then same with this one will be copied. And this is 4095. Index number 2. Okay. This needs to go here and here. This needs to go here and here. And now, let's see how this works. So pop up, walk down, new one pops up, and the other one did not activate. Huh. So I'm trying to make it where if you walk down, the Sandaconda that's here will disappear. So it's going to be kind of hard for the player to keep track which ones you have to go through to add to the puzzle. But that totally did not work. So we're going to figure out why. Oh, I know why. Oh, that is stupid. Actually redo that. Okay. It needs to go here. Huh, wait a minute. So this is that. Those are identical. Okay, so that stays there perfect. This needs to go here. Okay, and then this is the same as this. It needs to go here and here. And these are all identical. Oh, except that one. $40.95 with 2. And these need to go here and here. Okay. I think that's what I want. No? Oh, that worked. Okay. Okay, all of them work except the first one. Okay, and this one also semi-works. Okay. Okay, so the first one, 2 events in this cell. What is this? 4091. Okay, so it's a little tricky because they're all overlayered on each other, and I can't really pick which one I need. So let's start with this very first one, though. So this is 4091. 4091, one of those should be one of these. Aha. 4091. These scripts are identical. So that should work. No? It's kind of weird. That should work. I don't know why it's not working. This one here. Unless the game can't do all those at once. Maybe. Maybe. It's weird because the other ones work. Let's test out some of the other ones really quick, and we'll figure out what the difference is. Okay, so that goes away. That works. But it doesn't work going up. $40.95, 2. And that needs to go there. So let's check if that one works. Huh. So I wonder if there's a limit maybe to the scripts or something that are being loaded. That one's working though. That middle one's working perfect. Yeah, because this one, like I said, is working in all 3 directions. Oh, no, it's not. It's not working up. This is the one working in all 3 directions. That's weird. So no matter which way I choose, that one's always disappearing. So why aren't the other ones doing that? That's the question. Ah. Okay, these 2 are identical, so we don't want that. 4091, 4091, 4095, 4095. That makes sense. Is it because I had 2 duplicates? Is that why? Nope. I wonder if I have to just make some brand new variables, maybe. Oh, that's annoying. I hope I wouldn't have to. I was hoping just duplicating the script would make that whole thing work. Let's think here for a minute. So why does this one work and the other ones don't? 4093. 4093. Yeah, all I did was duplicate the script and it's working perfect. Oh, well, the trigger's messed up? $40.97, $40.97, $40.95 here. $40.91. So $40.91 should be in here somewhere. It does have trigger number 2. Index number 2, I mean. So what happens if I just put 2 in the same cell? What will happen here then? Thank you, Kyle, for liking the live stream. I appreciate that. Just trying to figure out some stuff here to make this ROM hack work. Yeah, that is odd that that is not working. Very odd indeed. $40.91 is set to 2. Yeah, they got the same trigger. So that really shouldn't be happening. I don't know. I really don't. Only this middle one is really working, and the bottom one. So no matter which trigger I go on, that Sandaconda will disappear. Here it'll disappear if I go left, if I go down, but if I go up it will not. Oh, jeez. I wonder if I should just duplicate these again. I don't know if that's smart. Having all those. But I mean, how else will it work? Yeah, that still doesn't work. All I can think of is that I need some new triggers. That's annoying. Let's try that though. We can try the new trigger. 4098. Set var 4098 to 2 as well. Set var 4098 to 0. And then just copy the script. I don't know. Let's try that. It's kind of so stupid way to do it, but yeah, that still doesn't work. Because when I walk up, it should disappear as well, this middle one right here. Let's create a backup, but I have a new idea here. Before testing call script. Okay, I have an idea. Let's save this. I need to get rid of all these. I'm gonna have a confusing time trying to get through all of them. So this needs to check if 4095 is to... I don't like messing with the script. How to add a new overworld sprite apple source. If you just go to the home menu, go to graphics right here, then press overworld and press sprites. And you can go ahead and edit the sprites there. I have a tutorial on it in one of my shorts. I have an idea, but I don't know if it's a good idea. This is the one. If one condition. Compare. Actually, what's the call script? Compare. What is it, 4095? If 4095 is 2, equals 2, variable condition equals value 2 pointer section 1, call section 1. Section 1, I have to find it. 8794D0, and this is just gonna call this other script right here. This might work. This might not work. We'll have to see. That's a complicated way of doing it, and I don't want to do it that way, but it might work. We'll have to see. Okay. So that still works. That does not work. Yeah, why is this middle one working? Those other two are not working. Wonder if there's something I forgot to do. 4090. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure out some stuff here. It's not the most exciting thing to watch, but I'm trying to just make this script work the way I want it to. I just don't understand how it works for that one and not the others. Like, these two scripts are identical. It's working either way. And same with these. And then this should be identical to one of these. 4091. Those are identical. So why is it not being triggered like it should? Oh, I see. Hmm. 4095 equals 2. Call that. These two are identical. I don't need two of those. Try this really quick. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working. It's 4091 is set to 2. So this script should activate. Is there something I don't know or I'm not understanding? I don't know. Because you should be able to do two scripts at once. That's kind of annoying, isn't it? Let me try something else, too. Let's try this really quick. Okay, I have an idea as to why this is all happening. I'm going to test my theory. Nope, that doesn't work. Don't know why that's happening now too. I think I just might have messed up a lot of this. I think I'm just gonna load a backup. Yeah, let's load a backup. It was working somewhat earlier. I think I made it worse. Backup. so what was up in this backup? Oh, that's weird. It did work now, the way I wanted it to. I wonder if there's some kind of certain conditions that have to be met. That top one did disappear for a second. That's the one what exactly I need to do. But it looks like it only happens sometimes. Yeah, like right there it did. I have one idea that might be contributing to it, but I don't know. But all of these scripts have an elevation, and I wonder if they all need to be the same elevation to work. Maybe. I could be wrong, but this could have something to do with it. It might, and it might not. So, I don't know. I'm gonna try. Because if they're all on 0, I wonder if it's not going to make them trigger properly. Maybe. I could be totally wrong. This might have nothing to do with this. But I might as well try, right? Just change every single elevation to 3. So let me double check. $40.98. Is this the one I want? Is that the one I got rid of? I don't think I need this variable here. $40.95. That can go there. $40.91. That can go there. These are duplicate. So there should only be 3 here and what, 3 here? 2, 3, 2, 2. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. We can try this. Nope. Again, that middle one's working totally fine. No matter which way I walk, it'll always just disappear. That's what I'm trying to do with all of them. This one does not work going up, and then this one doesn't work going down. So the only thing I can check is what is the difference between this script and those scripts. Obviously the one Sandaconda. Sprite number 2, that's the only difference I see. I gotta keep thinking as to why this is not working the way I want it to. I wonder if there's a priority to how this is done. Actually, no, let's try. I kind of doubt that, but... I don't think that's how this works, but I could be wrong. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Well, that worked. Only coming up. So why does it work only going up is the question. That's so weird. It only works going up, doesn't it? No, it doesn't work there. And why is this bottom one gone? Shit. Is that because I made a backup? Or did I mess up something? Shoot. Uh-oh. That's not working at all. Elevation 0, is that why? Elevation 0? Maybe? Huh. Why is that not working now? That's random. I don't know. I don't know if I want elevation 3 in all these. Oh. This index needs to be 0. Why the heck? Why was that set to 2? I don't think the elevation really matters. I think as long as it's 3 or 0, it's going to be the same. Okay, so the bottom one works. Totally fine. This one works going that way. Works going down. And does not work going up. Isn't that weird? And that one just works no matter what. So what the heck makes that one so special? Set var 4093 to 2. I don't know, guys. I really don't know what's going on here. It's so weird to me. It's weird because they all work going left, 100%. They all work going to the left. All of them. But not going up or down. Like, how does that make any sense? What if I made a new script? And that sounds so stupid. I shouldn't have to do that. Like, just copy the script and do a new one? That sounds ridiculous. But it technically should do the same thing. Yeah, that doesn't work. Anyone explain this to me? This middle one's working fantastic. That's weird. That script didn't trigger when I went from the top. That's even more weird. Sounds dumb, but like, what if I just make all these no elevation? Does that mess it up, or does that fix it? No, it doesn't do nothing. I'm not understanding why certain tile scripts are only being triggered when you walk certain directions. Like, in what world does that make sense? Like, this one here works fine on the left, but if I duplicate it and put it under it, it just doesn't work. That's why I'm really confused here, guys. This one works going down, works going left, but it doesn't work going up. Like, what is that? Alright, I'll be right back. I need to take a break and rethink. Alright, I'm back, guys. I'm back. Alright. Maybe it's just like something I should look up online or something. I was hoping it would work during this live stream. I was hoping we could get more of this this club done, but I don't think it's working the way it should. So, alright guys, I'm going to mess with this more off camera, I think. I appreciate everyone who's been watching the live stream. We've been going for almost 2 hours now, so I think I'm just going to give it a break here and come back at it later, and usually that can help me figure out stuff better with, with a fresh mind. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.